Hello again, YouTube. Let's get back to this first episode of characteristics of the ultimate black man. And we're going to take characteristics on this series from different individuals, and we're going to put them together, and we're going to show you what we could, do, be, say, think to make ourselves more competitive and make ourselves the ultimate black man. Like, it's something you could get something out of just about anybody if you know how to see it and you know how to grab it. Like, and I'm not saying that I'm telling everybody to be themselves, but what I'm saying is, if you add these characteristics to yourself that sometimes other people have and you can see in them, it'll make you even stronger. Like, we had a cartoon called Voltron for you younger guys. Y'all probably don't know about Voltron, where they came together and built this giant. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about. So I want to go back to the I Am Athlete episode where him and his twin brother, Jamal, were on there with Brandon Marshall. So let's pick up where we left off.
I'm sitting in a big house, bro. 17,000 square feet, dog. Everything, do whatever I want. The man went and got me 50 million after I'd have been in trouble, like with. They said you can't save him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting in with everything in my.
So I get what Brandon Marshall was saying.
I'm in my theater room.
And he was getting emotional. I get it. Because here's the thing people don't understand, and this is why I be getting on some of these YouTubers. A lot of these YouTubers is talking about stuff that they never experienced. And sometimes you can listen to them, but sometimes you can't. Anybody that's advocating marriage in today's world, I'm not telling you to bash it, because there are some good marriages. But I'm telling you, if you advocating it, you looking like a grifter, because that ain't really the society that we living in today. And if y'all go to the videos I made earlier, you'll know what I'm talking about. Let me continue though.
And he come to me and he said, and I'm like, I'm good. My lady leaving me. And him and my longtime assistant, Kathy Lee, they fly down, and he looked at me, he said, bro, you need help? And I'm like, no, I'm good. And they just sat there with me in this theater room, dark-ass theater room, for about 12 hours.
I hope y'all can hear.
The next day I was on a private plane, probably my first time on a private plane at McLean Hospital outpatient program. And sometimes people just don't realize it. Yeah.
See, they bonding with their trauma. But sometimes when you trauma bond, you need that voice to say, you trauma bonded. Just like with the slavery thing, we had to get on just Pearly Things heels. But what we don't need to do is trauma bond over the slavery issue. We know what we got to do to make our lives better now and in the future. But she had to be confronted, her and Saint Nick.
All the guys, everybody that you grew up with, bro, you just don't understand.
Bro, what I realized on campus, bro, was like 300-something million Americans and 100-something million is affected by some shit.
And that is true.
All of us.
I'm not doubting what he's saying, but I'm getting to something else.
And I feel like you haven't. If I'm being honest and transparent, I feel like you haven't really let it go, because we live as athletes, especially in boxing. Y'all might be harder than football players, for real. Like, because when y'all get in the ring, y'all can really die.
Look at Jermell. Go watch this episode, I Am Athlete. It's a 9-minute video. Y'all see what I'm saying with Jermell. He looking at them like, what's going on with y'all, man?
If I tap into that and I tell the world that, then I'm not who I am. I'm not a lion, right? So I don't feel like you really accepted it and let it go.
Man, I'm just I have, but I haven't, because I'm a champ, and everybody expecting greatness.
Look at his brother.
You know what I mean? Then when I'm
he's squirming.
On my back against the wall. Then like my weekends.
I want to make this a soundbite. What he finna say?
But I have nothing to give him. You get what I'm saying? So it make me kind of.
You see how he looking at him like he getting emotional because that's his brother.
So I'll say this and we can move on.
Cause it's a sensitive subject, bro. Cause it's like,
yeah, I see you tearing up. I'm tearing up.
Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to hold it in, cause like it's real.
Let that shit out, bro.
Cool. I already did that.
Can't say that.
I already did that.
No, bro, let that shit out, bro.
I already did that, bro.
He wants you to tear it with him, man.
He already tearing up. He crying, but like, why can't I cry?
It's cool.
You know what they say?
Now, he's right about that. He's right about that. That's where women mess up their relationships. When a guy cry in front of them, they start thinking he weak. It's not that he weak. That's just part of being a human being. Like, you gonna care about people. And what I'm getting to is Jermell. It's not that he don't care, because you could tell how he looking that he does. But, you know, I get what he's saying here.
Let me tell you this, everything I've been going through over the last 3 years, like, and that shit always coming up.
It's supposed to.
My chief of staff, Bonnie, she hit me one day and she said, you know what I just learned? She said, I learned that you never know when a lion is crying because they roar, and that's crying, and it's also, I'm about to go hunt. So you never know.
I don't talk about this really much, even like to my brother. But like,
He kept bringing up his brother because he know he don't agree with him.
like,
I fucking love you.
Watch this.
love you too, guy. You don't think I want to go get? You don't think I want to go kick all these belts? Wait, I'm okay with going through what I'm
He
going
just
through.
said it don't matter to him.
I already got him.
That's why we
So you hear what now he's talking. This is what I want y'all to see. He said, I went and got him. He talking about the championship belts. He talking about the undisputed. Now he's talking. Pay attention to him.
Don't worry. I feel like I got him. I'm cool. I'm gonna get through this, and I'm gonna go get him. And then it's gonna feel like we got like
Everything.
it's too much.
Me and you having this moment, all four of us fucking having this moment. It's gonna make it sweeter. It's gonna make it sweeter. Because you not being vulnerable, you not letting the world in. You're motherfucking, you talk about branding, you talk about a following. When you be vulnerable, bruh, that's the magic.
You know the fire you got in you, right? You know what you're going through right now.
Okay, so wait, hold on. I'm wondering. Let me go to something else. I gotta go. Okay, here it is right here. I'm gonna go to a different one because I think that one is finna cut
I
off.
don't talk about this really much, even like to my brother. But like for the fact that you really know what I'm going through. Fire, bro.
Fucking love you.
Love you too, guy.
Yeah.
I'm heartless. But it happened to the best of me. I've been hard at all.
Yeah.
Shit real. 2 years old. You okay? Ask me about
So he said, first, the only thing, let's go for a ride. First, we gonna let these cars go. The only thing that Jermell said was he went and got him and he's heartless. Was he saying he don't care about people? No. Obviously, how he was looking, if you see the video, he does. He does care about people. But what he was saying is he's less heart. And for you to be focused, and the first thing we're going to get is from Jermell Charlo, is we're going to get his ferociousness and we're going to get his focus in the midst of adversity. He said, I went and got him. If you know anything about when he fought Tony Harrison and he lost, Jermell was crying, basically. Like, Jermell didn't show it, though. Not in public. But he talked about it. So, instead of being a sourpuss, and instead of accepting defeat, the first characteristic we need, and I'm stuttering, is ferociousness and to be less hard. For you to accomplish anything in the earth, you gonna have to control your heart. Because your heart will be all over the place and you won't get anything done. With this, we have to be more like Jermell Charlo. Let's look at what he does. He got his brother out the way because he knew Canelo was trying to bully. Canelo is a bully boxer. And I'm not taking nothing from Canelo. He's good. But bullies get bullied. And what he was going to try to do is he ain't no other time was he trying to fight these Charlo. He tried to fight his brother who's not even in the right mind right now. He's not going to beat either one of them if they are what we talking about, less heart and focus. I believe Jermell is going to beat Canelo, and Canelo's probably going to retire. Jermell, I would be shocked if Canelo beat him. Because Jermell, if you watch that second fight with Tony Harrison, Jermell was being smart, but he really was trying to take his head off at the same time. So when they had the interviews and he was calling them all out his name and stuff like that, Jermell he was saying stuff back, but he wasn't getting too caught up in the interview, in the face-off. That's another thing I want to point out. When we are trying to accomplish something, we got to be like Jermell was. Don't listen to all the talk. You can't do this, you can't do that. You ain't gonna make it. Don't listen to all the talk. Just keep your eyes and your mind on what you're trying to do. Like he said, I went and got him. He could have, when he lost to Tony Harrison the first time, he could have just laid down and said, you know what, man? I don't even care about these belts. I'm just gonna try to make a little money and quit. It's obvious that he do. He liked beating people. That's another thing. Some of y'all don't like winning. You don't want to beat people. You letting everybody else dictate to you what you are, and that's when we come up short. In that whole interview, Jermell was not trying to hear it. He was like not trying to say the wrong thing. He wasn't trying to hear it though. And that's how we had to be. That's why I put him number one. Building the ultimate black man, taking characteristics, taking that ferociousness, that focus, and that less heart. Not that he's heartless, obviously he cares, but he's saying, I'm less heart. You'll never see his girlfriends. You'll never see his wife. I don't. I know he got girls. I know he messing with. He probably got plenty females. But you'll never see him because that's not what he's about, and that's not what he's thinking about. He's about boxing. He's about his career. He not letting women get in the way. Remember what Mick said in Rocky, was it Rocky 1? Women weaken legs? Women weaken more than legs. All you gotta do is look at Charlo. He gonna mess up his relationship with his brother over a woman. Now, I tell you guys all the time, don't do that. And when they say you work too much, you say this, say, are you trying to be with me or no? Because I'm trying to do something. And if you're going to try to take my time away from what I need to do, then you're going to come up short. I know what I'm talking about, man. And I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus, but when my football career ended, it only ended because I wasn't focused. It only ended because I wasn't hungry. It didn't end because I couldn't play in the NFL. It didn't end because I couldn't play in college. It ended because I wasn't focused. I was trying to get some. I mean, I'm just going to be honest about it. I wasn't focused on football even when I got the partial scholarship offer from Division III, and I'm talking to the coach, and he's saying, well, we'll worry about that later. We'll just have to come up with a little work study, and we'll work with you in terms of getting the other money that I needed to pay for that expensive school. I called him back and told him, thanks, but no thanks. I'm just going to do something else. He says, you sure? Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you. You know why? Because he can't sit around and worry about the one guy that don't know if he want to play or not. He got to focus on the guys on his team that do. And it's a lot of this going on. Guys throwing their careers away because they can't control their emotions in regards to stuff with women. Case in point, Will Smith. His career ain't finished, but he ain't, look how long it's been since we seen Will Smith. All over trying to take up for a woman who cheated on you. They say, well, they had an open relationship. That makes it even worse. How you gonna be in an open relationship? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what see, right now, I don't care about none of that relationship stuff, man. If it happens, it happens, but it's gonna happen my way, not no woman's way. That's just how it is. That's how it is. That's how it's gonna be. I'm heartless. Am I saying, I gotta get that on the soundbite. Am I saying that I'm that I don't care about people? Man, if you know me, you know that ain't true. I'm saying that I'm not rich yet. I'm saying that I'm not as healthy as I want to be yet. I'm saying that I haven't written the books that I want to write yet. And am I gonna let some tail get in the way of all that? It just don't make sense when, let's be honest, I don't care what you think about it. I can jag off. Hey, listen, I'm not trying to encourage nothing, but these preachers too be de-policing. They be trying to police men's D and blaming it on God. When the Most High, the reason why he allowed men to have multiple wives, because he knew what our vigor would be. So again, first characteristic, you got to be less heart. You got to be more ferocious and focused. And like I told y'all, some games you have to cheat to win. You have to cheat to win. And what I mean by cheating, like even in business, all these rules, so you gonna wait till you could follow every rule to start a business. Use a goofy. Use a goofy. Those rules is put in place, some of which to keep you in the 99 and keep the one in the one. And ain't none of the 1% paying any of your bills. Ain't none of the 99% paying any of your bills. So you got to be less hard. You do. You got to have the attitude, I'm going to win the title. I'm going to win all the titles. That's how he is. And if Crawford think he gonna just run over him like he did Spence, I guarantee you it ain't gonna happen. Crawford is good and it's possible he can win. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If Crawford do lose, I think it's gonna be the Jermell Charlo. That's what I think. Because the way he thinks, man. It's the way he thinks, man. Women don't mean life to him. Women are recreation to him. That's why we don't ever see his women. You see? And people could say, oh man, that's he ghetto, he this, he that. Yeah, but I see ferociousness. I see a man that don't let his heart get in the way of what he needs to accomplish. And that's why I put this as number one. And we're going to come back with more people that we need to grab that characteristic and use it for ourselves. It's almost like a infinity stone, having less heart when you're trying to accomplish stuff. That's what it's like. Some guys let their woman keep them from having businesses. Yeah, but you got a good job, though. You got a good job. Why would you want to mess that up? This is what you do.